Sinah had always been the talk of the Free State. As a devoted member of her church, she was known for her kindness, compassion, and unwavering faith. Yet, despite all these virtues, there was one aspect of her life that the villagers and church elders never ceased to gossip about. Sinah was still unmarried at the age of 35. In her small village, where traditions ran deep and societal expectations loomed large, an unmarried woman of her age was seen as an anomaly, a source of embarrassment for her family and the church. The pressure mounted as every passing year intensified the whispers and judgmental glances. Her parents, devout Christians, found themselves entangled in the societal web that dictated their daughter's marital status as a reflection of their family's honor. Despite her gentle protests, her parents arranged a marriage for her with James, a wealthy man from a nearby village. James was known for his affluence and charm, qualities that masked the darkness of his past. Sinah's heart sank as she realized her fate was sealed, not by her own choosing, but by the weight of tradition and expectation. The wedding was a grand affair, a spectacle designed to silence the whispers and restore the family's standing in the village. Sinah, adorned in a resplendent white gown, walked down the aisle with a heavy heart, her mind plagued with doubts and fears. She had never met James before the wedding day, and her apprehensions were brushed aside as mere pre-wedding jitters. After the ceremony, Sinah and James moved to Johannesburg, a bustling city far removed from the tranquil life of the Free State. The city, with its towering skyscrapers and constant hustle, was both overwhelming and exhilarating for Sinah. She hoped that this new environment would bring a fresh start, a chance to build a life with her new husband. However, it wasn't long before the facade of James's charm began to crumble. The man who had been so charismatic and courteous in public turned into a monster behind closed doors. James's past, marred by abuse and torment, haunted him relentlessly. The scars of his childhood manifested in violent outbursts and abusive behavior towards Sinah. James's temper was unpredictable. The smallest trigger could set him off, leading to nights filled with shouting, name-calling, and physical violence. Sinah, who had been raised with the belief that marriage was sacred and divorce was a sin, found herself trapped in a nightmarish reality. She prayed fervently to God, seeking solace and strength to endure her suffering. Sinah's prayers became her refuge, her source of strength amidst the storm of abuse. She found solace in her faith, believing that God would one day deliver her from her torment. The turning point came one night when James, in a drunken rage, beat her so severely that she feared for her life. It was then that she realized she could no longer stay silent, no longer remain in a marriage that was slowly destroying her. With a resolve born of desperation and courage, Sinah decided to step out of her comfort zone. She secretly applied for jobs, determined to gain financial independence and escape her abusive marriage. Her prayers seemed to be answered when she landed a job as a secretary at a reputable company in Johannesburg. Gathering all the courage she could muster, Sinah packed her belongings and left James. She found a small apartment to rent and began to rebuild her life. The journey was arduous and fraught with challenges, but for the first time in years, Sinah felt a glimmer of hope. In her new job, Sinah met Dennis, a kind and gentle man who treated her with the respect and love she had longed for. Dennis was patient and understanding, offering her the support she needed to heal from her traumatic past. Their relationship blossomed into a deep and unconditional love, restoring Sinah's faith in the goodness of people. Meanwhile, James's condition deteriorated. His violent tendencies escalated, and he became a danger not only to himself but to those around him. Eventually, he was admitted to a psychiatric hospital, where he could receive the treatment he desperately needed. His past had finally caught up with him, and the demons that haunted him were now being confronted in the confines of the hospital. Sinah's life transformed dramatically after her harrowing escape from an abusive marriage. Her journey of self-discovery and empowerment inspired many, and she decided to channel her newfound strength into helping others who had faced similar adversities. With Dennis's unwavering support, Sinah founded a group for women who had suffered from gender-based violence, GBV. The group quickly grew as women from all over Johannesburg and beyond sought solace, support, and empowerment. Sinah's group, named Sisters in Strength, became a sanctuary where women could share their stories, heal, and rebuild their lives. The group met weekly in a cozy community center adorned with vibrant African art and filled with an atmosphere of hope and resilience. Women of all ages and backgrounds came together, united by their shared experiences and their determination to reclaim their lives. Sinah led the group with compassion and strength, often sharing her own story to inspire and encourage others. She emphasized the importance of self-worth, independence, and the power of community support. Through workshops, counseling sessions, and skill-building activities, the women in Sisters in Strength found the tools they needed to rebuild their lives. Sinah's influence extended beyond her support group. She became a prominent advocate for women's rights and against gender-based violence. She spoke at conferences, participated in panel discussions, and collaborated with various organizations to raise awareness and push for legislative changes. Her passionate speeches and heartfelt advocacy resonated with many, drawing attention to the urgent need for societal change. One of Sinah's most significant achievements was her campaign against forced and arranged marriages. Drawing from her own painful experience, she highlighted the detrimental effects of such practices on individuals and communities. Her campaign gained momentum, attracting media attention and support from influential figures. Sinah's relentless efforts led to the introduction of stricter laws against forced marriages in South Africa, protecting countless women from similar fates. While advocating for change and supporting GBV survivors, Sinah also pursued her entrepreneurial dreams. With Dennis's encouragement and business acumen, she opened several businesses in Johannesburg. From a boutique that showcased traditional African attire to a cafe that served local delicacies, Sinah's ventures thrived. Her businesses not only provided quality products and services but also created job opportunities for women in her community. Sinah's cafe, Taste of Home, became a popular gathering spot for locals and tourists alike. The cozy ambience, delicious food, and the warm, welcoming atmosphere made it a favorite destination. The cafe also served as a platform for Sinah to host events and fundraisers for Sisters in Strength, further supporting her mission of empowerment. Despite her busy schedule, Sinah never lost sight of her roots. She frequently visited her hometown in the Free State, where she continued to give back to her community. Sinah organized workshops on entrepreneurship, financial literacy, and personal development, empowering young women and men to build better futures. Her efforts led to significant improvements in the local economy and uplifted many families. While Sinah flourished, James's life took a starkly different path. After being admitted to the psychiatric hospital, his mental health continued to deteriorate. The trauma and unresolved issues from his past proved too overwhelming for him to overcome. Despite the best efforts of the medical staff, James struggled to find stability and peace. His businesses, once thriving, began to crumble. Without his leadership and plagued by mismanagement, they faced severe financial difficulties. James's erratic behavior and inability to make sound decisions further accelerated their decline. Investors withdrew their support, and key employees left, seeking more stable opportunities. In a matter of months, James's empire lay in ruins. James's isolation deepened as he alienated those who once cared for him. His violent tendencies resurfaced, and he became a danger to himself and others. The hospital became his permanent home, and the remnants of his former life faded into obscurity. It became evident that Sinah's departure, though painful, had been a necessary step for her own survival and well-being. Sinah's journey from a victim of forced marriage to a beacon of hope and empowerment serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of community, self-worth, and resilience. Her story underscores that personal transformation is possible even in the face of immense adversity. By taking control of her life and helping others, Sinah not only healed herself but also created a ripple effect of positive change. The support of Dennis and the community played a crucial role in Sinah's success. Their belief in her abilities and their unwavering encouragement gave her the strength to pursue her dreams. Sinah's story highlights the significance of having a supportive network and the impact it can have on one's journey to recovery and empowerment. The tale of Sinah and James offers a profound lesson: true liberation comes from within. No matter how difficult the circumstances, one must find the courage to break free from unhealthy relationships and environments. Staying in a harmful situation to please others or out of fear of societal judgment only perpetuates the cycle of suffering. Sinah's decision to leave James, though challenging, was the catalyst for her transformation. It allowed her to reclaim her power, discover her potential, and make a meaningful impact on her community. Her journey emphasizes that self-worth and inner strength are the keys to overcoming adversity and achieving true happiness. On the other hand, James's downfall illustrates that without addressing one's inner demons and seeking genuine healing, external success is fragile and fleeting. Sinah's departure was not the cause of his failure, rather, it was his inability to confront and heal from his past that led to his ultimate demise. The story of Sinah and James is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of taking control of one's destiny. It serves as a beacon of hope for those trapped in similar circumstances, reminding them that they have the strength to change their lives and create a brighter future. Years later, Sinah's legacy continues to thrive. Sisters in Strength has expanded its reach, establishing branches in various cities across South Africa. The organization has helped thousands of women rebuild their lives, providing them with the support and resources they need to overcome their past and build better futures. Sinah and Dennis's businesses have grown into a successful enterprise, with a reputation for quality and community engagement. They continue to give back to their community, funding scholarships, and supporting local initiatives. Their partnership, built on love, respect, and mutual support, stands as a shining example of what a healthy relationship should be. Sinah's story is a reminder that no matter how dark the past, the future holds the promise of light and renewal. By taking back her power, supporting others, and advocating for change, she transformed her pain into a source of strength and inspiration. Her journey encourages us all to believe in our potential, stand up against injustice, and create a legacy of empowerment and hope.